Hey there. So it is Friday, November 2nd, and I am getting ready for a two-show weekend. Kinda. I'm loading in today for the Muggles Market, which is the beginning of the Charlotte Geeks Geek Gala, an awesome charity party that they do every year. We are the official publisher, writers, book vendor of the event, so that's pretty cool. So we've got a little room that's our bookstore, and we're gonna go set that up. I'm meeting folks over there in a little less than an hour, and it's raining. Yay. Nothing like loading in a shitload of paper in a rainstorm. Um, but I've got some help, which is always nice. Melissa and Jason and Teresa are coming up to meet with me and help load in, and that's good because Melissa and Teresa can actually make it look decent instead of me just setting some books out on a table and saying, here, look, books. They'll actually arrange shit so that it doesn't look like a straight redneck set up the table. I don't feel real well today. My stomach's been bothering me, my blood sugar's off. I woke up with my back fucking killing me. Just in general, feel kind of shitty. Haven't felt great all week. Not sick, just bleh. But what are you gonna do? I've got commitments that I have to honor, so I'm gonna go do these things. The reason I say it's kind of a two-show weekend is that I also am working the North Carolina Writers Network Fall Gathering, which is also in Charlotte this weekend. I'm doing manuscript critique over there on Sunday, so I'm going over there at some point today to drop off a box of books for their bookseller. So if anybody there is into science fiction and fantasy, they can pick up some of my stuff. And then Park Road Books is the local independent bookstore, and they are the bookseller for that event. They're also running the Time Travelers Weekend next weekend at the Renaissance Fair, and several of my authors will be there. So I'm dropping off books on Sunday for them to take to the Ren Fair. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And next weekend is Authors Invade Columbia, which is a big romance reader signing event, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, not feeling fantastic. I'm going to go grab some food and make the other guys do most of the work, and I'm going to sit in the corner and shoot video. I want to do kind of a time-lapse thing of the setup so that we can show what the room looks like when it's empty and then move on. But I don't know if I'm savvy enough with the GoPro to make that happen yet. But we'll see. And in the meantime, I'll be back in I don't know, 45 minutes, hour. You won't know. I'll be back in 10 sec. I'll be back in a few seconds for you. We'll do a little fade to black thing, and then we'll fade back up, and it'll be either me again or time-lapse video. Who knows? It's all crazy. Yeah, sorry. All right, I'll be back. Bye. Hey there, I'm back. It is Sunday afternoon. I'm done with the Muggles Market and the Geek Gala and the North Carolina Writers Network Fall Conference, Fall Gathering, which are the three events I did this weekend. And in about 45 minutes, I'm going to jump on and tape an Authors and Dragons podcast. So that's kind of what the world of being self-employed means. It means that weekends mean there's only 2 days left in the work week. So I'm tired. My ass is well and truly dragging after the after the drive to and from Orlando last week, and then this week doing the load in for the fall gathering and dropping off books for the Writers Network on Friday, then doing Geek Gala, doing Muggles Market all day and Geek Gala till about 11 last night, and then being over at the fall gathering at 9 a.m. to meet with some people and do manuscript critique. So, yeah, I'm tired, but it was a good weekend. The Writers Network paid me for the manuscript critique, so I'm always happy to do paid gigs. And I sold about $500 worth of books at the Muggles Market, which is excellent, especially for an event that didn't cost me a lot to participate in. We were the official bookseller again, which was great, and we had a our own little bookshop off to the side of the main thoroughfare. So we set up 3 tables full of books. I took all of the Falstaff titles, and we had a great sales day. Melissa and Teresa, who you saw in the video ahead of this, setting up in our little high-speed time-lapse video. They did a great job setting up and making everything look nice. And then helped run the table and run the booth, and Melissa and Teresa and Jason, Melissa's husband, did a great job of helping us strike. Then we did the Geek Gala. I judged the talent contest, and yeah, it was a good weekend. Um, as we're going through, obviously, I'm always evaluating events. The Muggles Market is something that I will always do every chance I get because I get to meet existing fans. We had a guy come into the room and say that he was a fan of pretty much everything Falstaff published, which is incredible to me. It was really gratifying to hear that from a reader because I am working hard to build an overall brand for the press. So having someone clue me in that that's taking hold was fantastic. I was really appreciative of that. And then because it's a local event and very inexpensive to participate in, I'll always do that show. Making $5 for one day's worth of book sales is fantastic. It means that we were definitely profitable after costs of participation and costs of books sold. And now I've got to put in a book order because it's, what is it now, the 4th of November, and in less than 4 weeks I've got Atomicon in Charleston at the very last weekend of the month, first weekend of December. And since holidays are coming, shipping times have been really bad from Ingram and from CreateSpace. Usually, if I could expect to get a shipment in 10 days to 2 weeks, but it's been taking a minimum of 3 weeks for stuff to get delivered lately. So I've got to put in a big book order tomorrow. I'll probably spend some time today setting that up. I've got a list over on the whiteboard over here that's what I knew I needed prior to Muggles Market, and now I need to evaluate what we sold and other things that I need to pick up. So that's the plan. Next weekend, I'm headed down to Columbia to do the Authors Invade Columbia romance signing. We're going to take a lot of the Falstaff Crush titles. Alexandra Christian and Susan Roddy are both going to be down there. They're Falstaff and Falstaff Crush authors. Melissa and I are sharing a table, so she'll be riding with me. And we're going to take, I know we'll take Huntress and Guinevere's Revenge and Misguided Angel, and we'll also take Fireheart and Amazing Grace. We only have half a table, So we don't have a ton of real estate. I really want to maximize what we have for effective room. And it is a romance themed event, so I want to focus our table efforts. I am going to take Harker 1 and probably a couple of other titles. I'll take Changeling's Fall and Winter's Air because those do well with a female audience, and because they're books with female protagonists and the covers seem to be attractive to female readers. So I'll make sure I have those and probably Soul Wars. But I want to make, because romance readers read everything. So it's not that I can only take romance titles to this book. I just want to make sure that I have all of our romance titles. So that's the plan. I'm going to go record a podcast after I edit all of this together. And then, I don't know, maybe next week I'll actually write something. Y'all have a good one.